Apples are a global staple of healthy eating. Yet a persistent warning follows this fruit wherever it goes: the claim that every apple core contains a dose of cyanide. This creates a strange contradiction. Millions of people swallow seeds or eat entire apple cores every day without experiencing any ill effects. This raises a question of scale. Is the idea of a poisonous apple core a total myth, or is the actual danger level vastly different from the popular rumors? The chemical threat is real. Apple seeds do contain a precursor to cyanide, but for the average person, the risk of poisoning is widely misunderstood. While the chemistry is often the focus of the internet panic, for most healthy adults, the seeds pose a greater risk as a physical obstruction or a biological irritant. The compound responsible for the panic is amygdalin. When a seed remains whole and the shell is intact, this compound is inert. It passes through the digestive system and exits the body without ever releasing its toxic potential. The problem starts when the shell is crushed. Digestive enzymes interact with amygdalin, triggering a chemical reaction producing hydrogen cyanide. This interferes with oxygen transport, preventing cells in high-demand organs, like the brain and heart, from using the oxygen your body provides. However, the human body can neutralize small amounts of cyanide. To reach a lethal dose, an average adult would have to thoroughly chew and swallow roughly 150 seeds in a single sitting, making accidental poisoning from a few seeds practically impossible. Despite this math, a market exists for amygdalin supplements labeled as vitamin B17. Looking at these labels, you can see why the FDA issues strict warnings. They provide a concentrated dose that fruit seeds alone rarely provide. Because a healthy adult's body is typically capable of handling a few stray seeds, the real safety concern shifts to how these seeds interact with more vulnerable populations. This lower risk threshold applies primarily to children. Because of their lower body weight and developing metabolic systems, it takes far fewer chewed seeds to reach a point of toxicity. Modern preparation methods can also bypass the seed's natural defenses. High-powered blenders are capable of pulverizing the seeds entirely, releasing the full chemical payload into a juice or smoothie. Beyond the chemistry, the physical design of the seed presents a different kind of danger. They are small, hard, and slippery. The smooth texture makes them easy to inhale accidentally. For the elderly or those with dysphagia, a medical term for swallowing difficulty, a single seed can lodge in the airway, creating a physical obstruction that is difficult to clear. The seeds are also wrapped in a tough, fibrous coating that resists stomach acid. For people with sensitive digestive systems, such as those with IBS or Crohn's disease, these undigested fibers can cause significant irritation and inflammation as they move through the intestines. While the cyanide gets the headlines, the seed's physical form creates immediate risks for the respiratory and digestive systems. There is one additional hazard that is unpredictable: isolated seed allergies. As this diagram shows, the proteins inside an apple seed are chemically distinct from the proteins in the apple's flesh. This allows for a condition where someone can safely eat the fruit, but suffer an anaphylactic reaction if they consume a crushed seed. This makes the seed a specific biological variable, behaving differently than the fruit that surrounds it. The apple seed is not a simple poison pill. Its risk level is situational. The degree of danger changes based on the age of the person eating it, their respiratory health, digestive sensitivities, and whether the seeds are swallowed whole or processed in a blender. Because these risks are concentrated on children and those with underlying health issues, removing the core is a practical safety measure. Taking 30 seconds to core an apple removes these variables entirely, providing a simple way to protect the most vulnerable people at the table.